I'm Mark Gregory, and I've spent a lifetime in kitchens across the world and made it to the very top of the game. Cooking for royalty, presidents, prime ministers, movie stars, pop legends and sporting greats. But now I've come home to my castle in New Zealand, where life is all about family and friends. In this series, I'm going to give you all the ingredients you need to create the most memorable Christmas. With simple dishes that don't cost the earth, but taste $1 million. Delicious gifts that will really mean something to those receiving them. And some of the simplest but most fun party games to round off any Christmas occasion.
Welcome to Christmas at the Castle.
On today's show, Annabelle White joins me to make personalised Christmas cookies. Roast turkey, the Christmas classic, but this hot smoked turkey is even better. And we play our family's most popular Christmas game ever, the Malteser Olympics. My friend and food writer Annabelle White is in the castle kitchen today, and when she smells biscuits, you're on the loose.
I'm on the loose. I mean, how can you not? The aroma of freshly baked biscuits, how good is that?
It's true, and we're not selling the house either.
I know, we're not selling the house. No, you're
Or the
not
castle, I should say.
But the extraordinary thing is, I notice you've got a little gift box over there. You're going to put the little bickies, we're going to make them today, into that. But guess what?
These are gifts.
I decided to do this. Forget your lovely little elegant box. I want to go big style. No pressure, but we're going to fill this with biscuits, and I will
fill that.
Yes, and I will personally deliver to Santa.
Oh,
absolutely.
Lovely.
So I'm here.
You're ready?
I'm ready. Oh, now listen, the thing that's extraordinary about this recipe is I've had a good look at it.
Okay.
You are actually going to do something which is very similar to a pastry almost.
Yes.
I mean, most shortbreads and things, you cream butter and sugar and add flour. But I'm adding 2 cups of flour. Do I put this in? Can I do this now?
Pop it in there.
You don't mind me taking over in your
flour.
kitchen? Now, 1 cup of sugar.
Yes, icing sugar.
Now, icing sugar, now that's important for this particular recipe, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, now
Icing sugar.
There's something really interesting about this particular recipe. You've got milk powder in there.
Yes.
Why?
Makes it rich.
Okay.
Absolutely, it's for flavour, basically. Absolutely for flavour.
Now, some people would put custard powder. You could also...
You could put custard powder
Yes,
in there.
but
we just use milk powder.
Why not?
Why not?
And then they've got our lovely coconut. Now, am I putting too much into the food processor?
No, you pop it all in there. That's half a cup of desiccated coconut.
Right, and I'm going to... Now, add the baking powder now?
Add the baking powder.
Okay, right.
Now, we'll add about half a cap of vanilla.
Even now, before we've blitzed it?
Not blitz it then.
Okay, I'm not telling you how to cook.
Yep.
Now...
I'll just get the cold butter. Okay, that's all mixed. Perfect.
That's actually quite important. Don't skimp on that step because you want to get all those lovely dry ingredients mixed up, right?
Absolutely.
Now, I'm not going to... Are we adding the vanilla? We're going to add the vanilla now?
No, we can add the vanilla later. Let's
Okay.
put in the cold butter.
Now, how important is it that it's really cold?
It's actually very important because what will happen is it'll create little pockets of fat and flour. So when it bakes, it's lighter.
Now, at this stage, you don't know... I'm going to just suggest to you that I wouldn't go crazy with this. I would actually just do little charges. Is that right?
No, leave it on.
Okay, darling, I'll let you do it. I don't want to break your machine.
Basically, when it looks like little breadcrumbs or fine breadcrumbs, it's ready.
Won't take long.
And doing it in a food processor is so much easier.
How easy is that? No creaming butter and sugar, and now we've got a bit of vanilla to add a big extra flavour. And don't skimp on the quality of vanilla. Always get good quality vanilla.
Could you add about 3 tablespoons of water?
Ice cold?
Just cold is fine. That's not really a tablespoon, but that particular spoon is a dessert spoon. So could you add 4? Thank you. I know, I'm very pedantic.
No, you have to be with baking. You have to be. Now, let's go, Marky.
Now, we need this to come to a little bit of a dough. And if it doesn't, we just add another spoon of water. There we go.
Just a little bit more water?
Just a little bit more water. I've left the door open. Bit of beating from the fridge.
You're better to do this slowly and in steps. I've added the water, Mark.
Thank
it's better to do this in steps because what you don't want is to create a googie mess.
That'll actually come together now.
No, that's perfect. Many people at home would think that this wasn't right and they'd panic and they'd think that this wasn't right, but this is absolutely okay. I'll just show you here. You can see it's quite crumbly and you think that's a disaster, but fear not, it's not a disaster. Nothing you do, Mark, is a disaster.
Now, if you wanted to make the biscuits chocolate, all you do is leave out 40 grams of flour and replace it with 40 grams of cocoa. Carry on exactly the same.
Delicious. Okay, wonderful.
Now, what we do, this is the bit I like, and all we do, bring it together.
Look at that.
it comes together beautifully.
Now, a really important step with this particular recipe, though, is to make sure that you do this, wrap it in cling wrap and put it in the refrigerator for 25 minutes at least. And here's the good news. You can make this way ahead of Christmas and you can freeze it just like this.
So that goes into the fridge. Now, you could roll it out tomorrow, put it in the freezer. But a good 25, 30 minutes to let it rest.
The wonderful thing about home baking like this is that you get that lovely aroma of home baking. So if you've got it in the freezer, you can just literally defrost it slightly, cut it up, and you've got lovely aroma of home baking. As you prepared earlier,
Here we go.
one. Oh, I'm excited to see what happens next.
A little bit of
flour. Oh, I like the way you do that. That's also impressive in front of your friends. Cut it in two.
Because this will make rather a lot of biscuits.
Good. Well, good.
Now, we need to make sure the oven's around 190, 200 degrees Celsius, which is what, 380, 400 Fahrenheit?
I know that your actual recipe calls to do this number of biscuits in a 200-degree oven for 8 to 12 minutes. But I quite like it if you go a little bit longer. Cook it just that little bit longer to get a little bit more colour, because like with shortbread, I find you get extra flavour with that little bit of extra colour.
That's actually perfectly true, you do. Colour is usually flavour.
Good. Now look at that. It's a very easy dough to work with, isn't it?
It is. So this is the roller I use at home, genuinely. Give it a go. So we need this about 3 millimetres thick, something like that.
Who's ever going to measure though?
No, because you want to eat the biscuit. Here we go. So let's cut them out. Now we're going to personalise these biscuits. Because you know how when it says nice biscuits, it says nice.
No.
Pressed into it.
I just want it to fill the bag.
We're going to personalise them with people's names.
Oh, are you? Now, where do I get these from, Mark?
I got these from a $5 shop.
You go ahead, Mark. I love watching you work.
Okay. Well, when I do that,
yes.
If I put that there,
okay,
I put them on there. Could you please stamp?
No, we're going to do it differently. You're going to do the stamping. I'm going to...
Okay.
I'm liable to get the wrong name. I'm liable to be just...
When you use these stamps,
do you notice the speed?
A little bit of flour. Oh, man, you're a marvel.
I know. I want a job in the kitchen. Here we go.
You're faster than Prancer on the morning of December 25th.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, Mark, I just want these biscuits. They're no good to me as dough. Look, and you know what I'm going to do just to annoy you, because everything you do is perfect, Mark Gregory. There's one there that's got a wacko side, and that's mine. Yes. Marvellous. Okay, sorry, I've got to speed up.
This is great. Man.
This is great. But it's actually a fun activity to do with a friend at Christmas or the kids.
You can do this with the children.
Yes.
And the nice thing is, if you've got a neighbour, a friend, anyone you want to give a little gift to, whoever gets something like this with their name in it. Exactly.
It's like taking control. Now, I'm just taking control. Look, it's such a...
Gosh, don't forget you've got a whole other one there.
This is a great dough. I'm telling you, this, honestly, this is feeling really good.
You know, if you've got children, put their names in them, make them 5 or 6 each, and then they can never eat each other's biscuits.
No, it's cool. They've got their own names on it.
That's plenty thin enough.
That's thin enough? We make a good team, you and me, don't we?
We do.
Look at us.
And these are going to taste good.
We're available for parties.
With the coconut, the vanilla. So the oven's at 200 Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit. We'll put these in for 10 to 12 minutes, but basically until they colour on the edges.
Beautiful.
So they go in. There we go.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for putting a little bit of extra colour on them for me. And I'm going to say this to you, Mark. I'd go as far as to say that those ones in the centre there that are the more coloured will be the most particularly delicious. And this one here is mine.
Let's get a little box ready.
Uh-huh.
So we've got one
you've
here
got
as well.
your box.
Thank you. So
yeah, but I've got my sack.
Oh, I forgot about your sack.
No, don't you worry. No, don't you worry. You carry on.
So now, everything needs a label though. Who would you like to give your gift to?
Well, I think we have to either give it to Mark or Wild. We can't give it...
No,
you hardly give it to Susie with everyone else's names on there.
Oh, you can do.
You would just be very popular.
Yes.
They'd open up and say, oh, is this for me?
I made these for Mark, but you'll do.
Yeah, exactly. Or you could... No, I think we put Wild on there. Come on, it's
Wild.
Wild.
Too wild.
Too wild. I love the way you personalise things, Mark.
Love Annabelle. Well...
And you know what he's going to say? Who's Annabelle?
Anybody can do this.
Yes.
The thing I really like about this is it doesn't matter who you are.
Yes.
All you need is some stamps from the $5 shop. They're actually cooling down quite quickly on the cold marble.
I have to.
Actually,
I don't care if it burns my mouth.
Are you eating yours? How's the crunch?
Oh my gosh. You know what's really good about these biscuits? They're not overly sweet. So if you wanted to, you could make a chocolate ganache, couldn't you? And you could sandwich them together.
Yes.
You know, like make a little chocolate filling, and it wouldn't be overly sweet. Trust me on this, it's not, it's delicious.
Okay, now I want to put some of these in the box.
Oh, that lovely aftertaste of coconut. It's lovely. It's not dominant, it's just yum.
Oh, we put wild in this because they're going to be wilds now. So in a little box like this,
yeah,
I can easily get...
Or a sack. Right, we can just put
I can easily get... Hang on, wait, it's not ready.
Okay.
Oh,
I know.
here we go.
I just think we need a few more, Marky. I think we do.
What we can do. So, look, thanks for joining me in the castle kitchen today, Annabelle. Now, we've got a giant turkey to eat, but will you hang around for the Malteser Olympics?
What are Malteser Olympics?
Oh, you're going to love it.
Next, roast turkey, the Christmas classic. And we play our family's most popular Christmas game ever, the Malteser Olympics.
For a classic Christmas, nothing beats a traditional roast turkey, except maybe this, a hot smoked turkey. When you get it right, turkey can be moist, delicious, and a real treasure on any Christmas table. Today, we'll brine the turkey to lock in the moisture, and then you can roast it in the oven or in a stoker, which is a hot smoking wine barrel like this. Thank you, my little elf. Now here we have a free-range turkey. This has been defrosting for a couple of days in the fridge. Now you've got it out the bag, it's a good idea to wash the turkey. So over to the sink. Let's put it on here because I want to show you what we do to help the turkey stay stable. So these wings, just fold them under. There we go. And there we have our turkey, flat. But my tip is to tie the turkey around the back of the turkey, up over the legs, underneath, and tie again. This will help the turkey keep its shape. This is all about presentation. Just take a normal barbecue skewer through one leg, through the breast, and out the other side. And there we have a very tight turkey. So when we smoke that and it comes out and it's finished, it would look pretty much exactly like that. The best way to keep the moisture in a turkey is in a brine. So we need to soak it overnight. But first, we need to make the brine. And all we need are a few simple ingredients. It's about a 5 to 8% salt to water ratio. What that means is I've got 500 grams of rock salt, and I will have 10 litres of water. So that's 5%. So to make it, do try to get it in the pot. Only a little bit of hot water, but let's flavour it. A little bit of thyme, some mustard seeds. These are yellow mustard seeds. If you can only get brown, get brown. And some peppercorns. A very small handful of peppercorns. Give it a stir. And all we're doing is melting the salt, getting the flavour started, and that's the start of the brine. This is a 20-litre container. Let's pour the brine into there. Lovely. And then it's over to the sink for another 8 litres of cold water, which is pretty much halfway up. And all we do overnight is immerse the turkey in the brine. There we go. You can hear it making some bubbles. Get the brine in the cavities. There we go. It's submerged. Make sure it's covered. Add a lid. Don't put it in the fridge. Leave it at room temperature overnight or 12 hours. This is a stoker. It's a wine barrel that's been converted into a hot smoker. There's water, Manuka wood chips. In goes the turkey. Brush it with some ketchup mayonnaise.
And we're going to do this another 5 or 6 times during the hot smoking process. This will take about 3 to 4 hours, be generous. That's the first basting done. Close the lid, baste it every 30 minutes for 3 to 4 hours, and we'll check how it's cooked. That's all there is to it, nothing else to do. So let's talk about Brussels sprouts. Developed by the Belgians in the Middle Ages, named after their capital city, Brussels, these tiny cabbages can be controversial. Some people love them, some people don't. Today though, I hope to convert the haters with my caramelised Brussels sprouts. Let's begin. Trim your Brussels sprouts and put a crisscross in the bottom. That allows the heat in so it cooks evenly. Now they need to go into a steamer for 9 to 10 minutes. There we go. And I prefer to steam because when you boil them, they become water laden, and we're all used to overcooked sprouts that, let's face it, taste like something reindeer left behind. Sprouts normally take about 10 minutes, but always check they're tender. Good. A skewer goes in to the center with just a little bit of resistance. We have a hot wok. We will put around 3 tablespoons of sugar. Yes, I know it's sugar. It is Christmas. You don't do this every day. We need to caramelize that. Let's get some thyme ready. So let's just get that caramelizing. I need some thyme. So there's the thyme. This is young thyme, so I don't have to pick all the leaves off. The stalks are tender. There we go. The sugar is beginning to caramelize. You will love the reason we steamed them, because if you boiled them, we need to drain them in a colander. There we go. Caramel's ready. In with the sprouts. Oh. Go in with a little bit of butter. As Paul Bocuse said, if you want it to taste nice, add butter. Thyme, a decent amount. So I've got there, as you can see, at least a tablespoon of chopped thyme. Got some salt flakes, pepper. There we go. And that is pretty much it. There we go. Into the bowl. And there's our caramelised Brussels sprouts. Now, we're going to add one more thing, which will make it even more delicious. That's not in the recipe. It's some lemon zest. Because as my friend Annabelle says, things always taste nicer with lemon. And to finish it, this is in the recipe, a nice big dollop of creme fraiche. And there we have our caramelised Brussels sprouts to go with the turkey. Now I just want to try one. Ooh, these are going to be hot. Boy, they taste nice. The slightest of crunch, definitely not mushy, but most importantly, friggin' delicious. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, absolutely lovely. So baste the turkey, and we do this regularly. And what it will do, it'll give the skin the most gorgeous flavour. Okay, our turkey has been in the wine barrel for around 4 hours. It's a 5-kilo turkey. Let's take a look. Oh, happy Christmas. That looks done to me, but to check it, you can use a temperature probe, 65, 67 degrees Celsius, or old school, just turn it. If the juices run clear, which they are, it's cooked. Now, the important thing to do now, whether you've roasted it or smoked it, always rest a turkey for at least an hour so the juices are absorbed back into the flesh. Into our serving dish. Now it's good to take the skewer out and take the string off. There we go. And that's our Christmas Day turkey. Hot smoked today. You can roast it, but with ketchup, mayonnaise, 5-spice, it'll be moist as can be because it's brined. Our caramelised Brussels sprouts with fresh thyme and lemon zest. Cranberry sauce will still work a marvel. The proof of the pudding is always in the eating. Oh my goodness, that is cooked, it's moist, it's rather beautiful.
Next, our family's most popular Christmas game ever, the Malteser Olympics. Welcome to the Malteser Olympics. You will need two 8-meter retractable tape measures for 2 teams of 2 people. One person stands and rolls a Malteser down the tape measure into the mouth of the person kneeling. Start with the tape at 1 to 2 meters. Are you ready, competitors?
We're ready.
Competitors are ready. 3, 2, 1, go! The challenge is to get as close to 8 meters as possible. The team with the longest distance wins. Go back a bit. Go for world record. It's neck and neck.
A Christmas smoked turkey with the most delicious Brussels sprouts you'll ever eat. Some personalised biscuits for your friends and family, and the most fun you can have with a tape measure and a chocolate. If you want to cook this yourself, the recipes are all online. Happy Christmas!
Next time, it's my fast and easy one-pot lamb dish, the most succulent fall-off-the-bone pot roast ever. Ollie Maurice is here with a British pub classic, and we end the show with iced watermelon juice bombs, packed with family fun.